Hello everybody, this is Alessandra. Welcome to my home, welcome to my kitchen. Just like that, tonight is New Year's Eve. And aren't we all glad to be kissing this year goodbye and moving forward to a more positive, healthier, and wonderful new year. So tonight I'm going to be making for you zeppole. I know I've had a couple of previous zeppole videos, but this is one of my favorite because we add the potatoes and the potato just gives it a different consistency without absorbing any oil, and they're really delicious. So let's get started with the ingredients. If you have a scale, please do follow my grams measurements. If not, I will give it to you in cups. So we have a kilo, which is 8 cups of bread flour. I have 2 teaspoons of yeast, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar to feed the yeast, 2 potatoes. I weigh them, they're about a pound, or 2 medium potatoes. And then right here I have 4 cups of water, which we are not going to be using them all, but I want to show you because the trick of this recipe is the ratio between the flour and the water, and that's what's going to make the difference between a perfect zeppole or a greasy one, and we don't want a greasy zeppole. Now, another thing why I love these zeppoles, because you could have them savory or you could have them sweet. And today I am going to be making some savory, which is such a Calabrese thing. You know, I'm Napoletana for the ones that follow you. But guess what? When you're an Italian American, you're a citizen of all the regions of Italy, and that's what I love. So even my aunt in Italy today, I told them, farò le zeppole con le acciughe. Che cosa? Sì, zia Rita. Così facciamo in Calabria, and that's what I'm doing. So just let me peel the potatoes, get them on the stove to cook, and I'll be right back. Peeled, cubed, and boiled the potatoes. So as you can see, they're nice and small, cooked through softly. Let them cool down a little bit, and then we'll mash them. I'm going to use a ricer. If you don't have a ricer, you can use one of the handheld mashers, or you could just, even with a fork, because I really made them overcooked. So like that, they're nice and soft. So let's get that in. Believe me, the potato gives it such softness and consistency. It really makes a big difference. In the first 2 cups of water, I'm going to add the sugar so I could feed the yeast. The yeast goes in. Now, I know my yeast is good because I've used it. I've been using it all week. But I just want to show you because I want you to make sure that it's active, it's alive, and never pour hot water because otherwise you're going to kill it. But you see the way it starts foaming up at the top? That's exactly what you want. That means it's alive and active. Add the salt in, okay? Make sure the potatoes are not boiling hot, because if you add the water and the yeast in it and the potatoes are hot, you could kill the yeast. I'm sorry, I know I keep repeating myself, but these are mistakes I've done over and over and over, and I want you to do it once and be perfect. That's what I'm trying to achieve. Okay, so let's start. Again, one hand clean, one hand like this, and let's start working the liquid into the flour and potato mixture. Now, we're okay. We're going to be adding these 2 cups completely, so we know that. But the next batch of liquid we add in, that's the one we need to be careful and make sure we don't over add. Okay? Now, of course, I want to make sure I add all the yeast in. I don't want to lose anything. So let's go like this. Just stir. Almost as if your hands were a stand-up mixer. So there you go. I'm going to start with this other water and just gently fold it in. Before you add more, make sure it gets absorbed. A little bit more. So right now it looks like we have a total of 3 cups of the water in. believe it or not, you could already tell the softness of the dough in your hand. Okay, let's go with a little bit more water. Okay, you see the way it looks all crumbly? You want to make sure that it gets worked nicely, and it's got to be a very, very smooth dough. I just want to do just a little bit more water. Look, a handful. Okay, and I think I'm done with the water. So altogether, we got inside a little bit over 3 cups. Again, it depends on your potatoes, how much water they add. It depends on the weather. It depends on a lot. So the best way is to get your hands in it and feel it. This is just perfect. Now, just grab your bowl or get the man of the house, whoever's got the strength or your frustration out. That's me right now with the stress. So here we go. Just keep beating it. If you have a stand-up mixer, go ahead, but still get your hand in it because you want to feel exactly how the dough needs to be. Okay, let's get it. Facciamo una bella sbattuta. Okay, I feel it's better when I hold it like this. Wow, it's gonna be amazing. Now, I don't want to bore you, but I'm gonna be doing this for a good 5-6 minutes. Okay, I want to show you how wonderful the dough looks. Look at that. See the difference already from before? This is the desired thickness you want. There you go. Now you could cover it with saran wrap. I'm just going to use a kitchen towel. Just lay it right on top. And it needs to go in a warm, draft-free area. Now, and a lot of people put it in the oven with the light on. I don't do that because I've had times where one of my children want to use the oven, they put it on and I have the dough rising. And then I think you must have heard the screams at your house for me yelling in my house. So anyway, so I learned my lesson. So I usually put it in the microwave or in the family room, just somewhere away where it's draft-free. Let's let it rise, at least doubled in size, and then we'll get it fried up. Roughly 2 hours passed. I could already see it. I feel it. Let's open it up together. Look at that. Ta-da! It looks fantastic. Okay, now, in Calabria, they call them Crispelle con le acciughe, with the anchovies. Here I have about a cup and a half powdered sugar. You're gonna need more or less. But I also made some cinnamon sugar, granulated sugar, 1 cup, and a tablespoon of cinnamon. Let's get them fried up. Let's go. Okay, there's no pretty way to do this. You gotta get your hands dirty. Now, the oil, you don't want it very hot, like 375. You want it at a gentle heat because you want it to cook the dough in the inside too. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, I have a little cup with water just to help myself. And this is how you want to go ahead and add them in. You could also open them up in the middle, make it like a donut, so it cooks evenly. Work it a little bit and just let it in. I want to show you the wet spoon technique. Wet your spoon, just grab a little bit of the dough and with the other finger throw it in. Wet the spoon, grab the dough and just place it right in. Again, grab it with finger, just push it out. Then with the fork, just gently turn them. It's going rather quickly because as you keep adding them, keep an eye on the ones that are already getting golden. So you give them a flip and you keep adding extra in as you move the cooked ones out. Going to make the anchovy one. So you grab a little bit of the dough, okay? What you do is with a little fork, you grab There it goes. Right in, and you kind of just want to let it be inside. So when you bite through them, you get the anchovy surprise. There it goes. Okay. There it goes right in the hot oil. As you're frying them, you also got to dip them in the sugar before they get cold. Otherwise, it will not stick on. So there it goes. Those are the cinnamon one, and here are the vanilla powder sugar. Crispelle, Zeppole, any way you call them, they're just delicious. Okay, let's get the sugar on. I fried everything. I just want to show you. This is, by the way, this is how I make my vanilla powder sugar. When I use the seeds, the pods on the outside, I just drop them in my powder sugar container and we're good to go. There it goes. All right, let's talk about the final product. These are plain. You could even have them just in a basket, like a bread basket. We use that a lot in Italy when we go to the restaurants, especially at night. They bring out the little zeppoline di pasta cresciuta, and they're just perfect. So we have the powdered sugar, vanilla powdered sugar, cinnamon sugar. They're excellent. Here are my anchovies. Here it is. They are amazing. I tasted one while we were frying. And here are the just plain ones. What I am going to do with the plain ones tomorrow morning is I'm gonna drizzle some honey on them and eat them just like that. So here it is, my friends. I hope you make them. Happy and healthy New Year to you all. And please subscribe, hit the bell button. A lot of recipes coming up. I get so excited just thinking of all the food I gotta be making for you and for me and for my kids and for my family. Grazie, alla prossima, arrivederci. Ciao ciao.